They say we're young and we don't know. Won't find out until we're grown. Happy Groundhog Day! Hi, and welcome to the MaryLee Herrmann Show. Yeah, I love that song, Sonny and Cher, I Got You Babe. And of course, that is in the soundtrack for the classic Groundhog Day. Yep, excellent movie. And so many people keep referencing over and over how these last almost a year now, but at least 3/4 of a year, have felt like Groundhog Day to them. And I even last summer would reference that. I am in Colorado now, was in LA, and when I became unemployed and my lease was up, fortunately, so I hightailed it back here to a much more affordable and safer and cleaner environment for now. But I was still traumatized for a bit, a lot of anxiety, and so every day was kind of feeling this, was feeling the same. I just was like, when is this going to let up? I don't know. There's just so many unknowns. And then in the fall, some of the anxiety had lifted, but that's when I tend to go into nesting mode and not terribly motivated. However, the beginning of this year, or through the holidays, I sort of started thinking, you're going to have to shift something here, because I couldn't just sit and have every day be the same. And I realized that one of the best ways to do that was to put myself out there a little bit in a way to sign up for something. So actually, over a period of 2 weeks, I took 3 workshops in different areas that I'm very interested in. One is for filmmakers. It was Shoot from the Heart with Diane Bell. Great workshop. And it was about getting your film done. So she really covered some great details on how to do that. Another was called It's Your Turn with Kathy Heller, who, if you're not familiar, she has a wildly popular podcast called Don't Keep Your Day Job, which I highly recommend. It is not just for people who have 9-to-5s and they're trying to figure out how to get out of that. It really is about finding if you know what you want to do, or if you don't know, just really kind of focusing and finding actionable steps to be doing what will fulfill you. Because really that's what it comes down to. So much of this comes down to. And trying to get through these days. If we're just doing the Groundhog Day, we're not having very fulfilling days. The third workshop I'm taking is called Creating Captivating Characters. And I believe I've mentioned before, I'm writing a solo show, a one-woman show. And this was through Soaring Solo Studios, lots of S's. And it was fantastic because it pushed me it was over a period of 3 weeks, and it pushed me to really show up and be writing. And for all 3 workshops, I had assignments, and so there was something new I had to do every day. And I would encourage that, there's so many different things available and accessible online now. And whether it's a class you want to take, or whether it's just finding a group, even just finding a group that has similar interests as you, and finding that community. That's just the best way I can word it, because I'm very fortunate in my circumstances right now, but at the same time, it's like, okay, can kind of feel a little bit heavy and frustrated. And I got to tell you, just by having the interaction with these people who have similar interests, because we'd all be chiming in the comments in the different groups, and oh wow, that sounds like me. And there's people in Germany and all over the world, New Zealand and all over the US, that we're all creating this this community, this group, and being able to kind of lean on each other. So I would really encourage, if you are feeling like it's Groundhog Day and every day is just the same, I mean, think about something. It doesn't have to be a huge, huge thing. A lot of these workshops, two of the workshops I took were kind of promo workshops. They were offered for free, and much of it was to encourage people to sign up for the bigger workshops that are more in depth and cost. At the same time, though, just even that little bit of tapping into that and helping me see what my priorities are. And I woke up each day. I mean, now it's like, okay, I have a little more purpose in my day just from having done these workshops, and it gets you thinking. And if there's something that just is kind of interesting to you, or a hobby that you sort of have, or find someone online, and whether it's growing tomatoes or cigars and bike riding. I mean, there's just any kind of hobby or interest, the least little thing that could kind of be an interest to you. A book, maybe you read a book that is like, wow, just impacted your life. Well, see if there's a group about it, because chances are it's impacted a lot of other people's lives, and people really are finding ways to meet up on the internet. Obviously, be safe, make good choices, but don't allow yourself to just continue in that rut. Find just one little thing that just kind of puts a little bit of spark in your day. That's like, you know what, I'm going to go and see if there's a group that is chatting about this, or that we can kind of lean on each other and learn from each other. All right, well, thanks so much for watching the MaryLee Herrmann Show today. And if you care to stay on this journey, would love if you hit the subscribe button and share with any other friends who maybe they're kind of in that little bit of a rut too. All right. They say we're young and we don't know. Won't find out until we're grown. Oh, we're grown. Good time to find out. All right, thanks so much. We'll see you next time.